Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Tat Nation podcast, where we discuss the Spokane real estate market news and things happening in the area. Today, we're going to be discussing 5 tips for home buyers who want to make a competitive offer in this market. But first, we have a couple exciting announcements. We do have a new website. If you head over to topagentteam.com, you can go check that out. It's super clean. People are loving it. The agents are loving it. Topagentteam.com for all your real estate needs. So yeah, 5 tips for home buyers. My name is Connor Phelan. I'm the marketing coordinator, joined today by Kyle Nash. And the first one, Kyle, I think you're going to like. Listen to your real estate agent. That's all it says.
Nice. That's all? Okay. Yeah. I mean, we're professionals for a reason. Actually, I don't want to out anybody, but I had a neighbor that just came by and said that they're going to put their home on the market for just a number that I was like, really? Okay. That's an interesting number. I don't know how you came up with that. And he was, on his way out. So I didn't have enough time to really chat with him about how'd you come up with that number? What did you like? Why is that the number that you chose? And his thinking was, well, somebody's willing to pay it in this market. I'm like, well, yeah, but no. Like if it's too much, then people are just going to say that's too high. So, it just sometimes it's tough because, people, especially myself, I'm 30 years old, been doing real estate for now. This is going on my 6th year. There's been agents that have been around a lot longer than I have, but there's also a lot of people that have probably they've owned their home longer than I've been in real estate. So they know enough about the process, or they think they do. But I think ultimately, really what we're here for as realtors is convenience. I mean, this is my full-time job. This is how I feed my family.
Yep. I
I need to know everything about real estate, and I need to know how to do certain things, how to negotiate better and better and get my, get clients in the door. So it's always kind of funny to me when I suggest certain things, or it's tough when a buyer doesn't want to listen to you.
Right.
Or any client, really. So
yeah, and it says right here, your real estate professional should be your primary source for answers to the questions you have when you're ready to make an offer. Mm-hmm. Sum that up right there.
Yeah. And really quick on that too. One thing I've found, especially with working with people, everyone starts out somewhere. So yeah, you're going to have brand new agents that have never sold a house before, but that doesn't mean that they don't know enough about real estate to help you out.
Right.
The whole purpose of a realtor is, again, it's for somebody to guide you through the process. I mean, you could easily go on and try to self-diagnose, things that may be going on, like medical issues for yourself. But you go to a doctor because they give you a plan and they give you things on what to do and how to actually manage that. Mm-hmm. Now you could just go online and try to self-diagnose yourself. That's fine, but you may not be giving yourself the right medication or getting those things. I mean, you still need to get a prescription for certain things. So that's, I sort of equate that to a realtor is there to help make that plan for you and help guide you through that.
Right.
So
Number 2, understand your finances. Having a complete understanding of your budget and how much house you can afford is essential. The best way to know is to reach out to your lender to get pre-approved for a loan early in the home buying process. We have great lenders that work here in-house at the Top Lending Team. If you have any questions about lending or financing or anything like that, be sure to go to toplendingteam.com. They have a quick application to fill out. I actually did it the other day. It's super quick, easy. They just ask you a few questions, and you can, boom, see what you qualify for right there.
Yeah. That kind of, really quick on that. I know in October we had our series on the whole home buying process starting from the very beginning, getting your home search. So we might want to put a link to that in here.
Yeah.
Because we did do a series, a video on that where we had James, our lender, kind of talked about all that stuff.
Right.
So
100%. Yeah. Number 3, be ready to move quickly.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you find the right home for your needs, be prepared to work with your agent to submit an offer as quickly as possible. Things are moving fast, and I know we're going to get into the numbers later. It is the slower season right now, but it's crazy to see homes just go on the market and be taken down within hours.
Yeah. Well, and what I'm doing, I'm not just checking my phone in the middle of this. So a little app that I created here for our team. You can go into certain neighborhoods wherever you want. You can actually find the market statistics and I can actually go in here and check on the details of just North Spokane. Average days on market, 4 days on market.
4 days.
If I go to South Hill, average days on market, 7 days. So, generally certain areas have higher price points. The higher the price point, generally it's going to stay on just a little bit longer. Let's check East Spokane. 4 days on market. So overall,
less than a week.
It's less than a week on the market. So if you're seeing some stuff, you need to be able to get into that house as soon as possible. And that's, it's a challenge right now. Because especially with COVID, having to make appointments and all that kind of stuff, sometimes it's pretty difficult. So when you can, I would suggest trying to find some homes that may be vacant. That's the easiest ones to go and see. You don't really need to worry about it. And the other point is, generally you as the buyer, you're probably going to have a little bit more time than the agent to go and maneuver around all these houses, because, you're looking at a couple, and we may be looking at 7 or 8 that day. And if you can sort of cut back on that and say, hey, maybe like what I ask my clients to do is go drive the neighborhood at a couple different times. Maybe the first day you see it on the market, go drive by that house. Let me know what you think of that neighborhood, and if that's something that's something you want to keep looking into, because there's been plenty of times where I get a call, or not a call, but I get a call and they say, I want to go see this house. And then we go to the house and then they say, oh, I'm not really a big fan of the area. For me, legally, I can't tell them what my opinion of an area is. So what I suggest to them is I say, hey, I want you to go drive by that spot and let me know if you want to keep looking at it, because I don't want to waste each other's time, especially when we need to be looking at houses that we're serious about. So that's something I always suggest too. So
Number 4, make a fair offer. And just to add on here, it says your top agent will work with you to make an informed offer based on the market value of the home, the condition of the home, and recent home sales prices in the area.
Yeah. So right here again, that app lists the sold price right now for North Metro Spokane, 101%, 101.13%. And that's in the last 6 months, 953. So again, I'm updating these numbers monthly, and so when I see that, I think, okay, getting it for list price it's a competitive market. So you're probably going to need to go over, and with, what I've got is I can say, okay, I can tell you exactly what the statistics are telling me, what the average square footage of the house is, average price, all that good stuff, and basically just nail it down right there, saying you're going to need to go a little bit over. And if you really want the house, there's some other options that we need to talk about. So
100%, which brings me to the last point here, number 5, be a flexible negotiator. It says, resist the temptation to waive the inspection contingency, especially in a hot market, or if the home is being sold as is, which means the seller won't pay for repairs.
Yeah.
Without an inspection contingency, you could be stuck with a contract on a house that you can't afford to fix.
Yeah. The tough thing is when you say you can't afford to fix it, that's a little bit, in my opinion, misleading on that article, because the financing contingency will ultimately determine whether the bank is going to give you a loan on that. The appraiser needs to still come out and take a look at the house. Yeah. Now, if you're putting a significant amount down and you can just do a desktop underwriting and you don't even need the appraisal done, there's some things around it, but that's pretty few and far between in this market. So my suggestion is, if you waiving the inspection, I can never suggest to waive it. However, if we do a good, thorough walkthrough on our first appointment, I don't want to take 10 minutes to go walk through a house and then go write up an offer. I'd rather sit there for a half an hour, 45 to an hour if we have the time, and really go in depth into what I can see, and then make that. You can still get a home inspection for your benefit only, but you're not going to ask the seller for any repairs to be done. That's something I can suggest, because you can still get a home inspection. Again, we had that video where we did have somebody, where we had Kira Stramp come in, and she did sort of talk about this with us, and she said, it's an investment. You're going to get a list of all of the things that you need to sort of start fixing on the house. Now, we can ask the seller to fix those things, but it's also just something you should keep track of. So,
sweet deal. So, bottom line, today's competitive market makes it more important than ever to make a strong offer on a home, and a top agent real estate expert, I don't know if I'm saying that right, can help you rise to the top along the way.
Nice.
Get with the top agent today. Visit topagentteam.com for all your real estate needs. No cheeseburgers for us tonight.
Nope.
Restaurant's still closed. Make sure you support your local businesses as much as possible. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving and set your scales back 10 pounds last week. I know I had to.
Woof, yeah. It's been rough. I'll run over the numbers real quick. Last week we had 1650, so we're down a net loss of 100 this week, actually 95 listings. So again, all categories we're down a little bit. So we'll throw the PDF of it up on the video, and you can kind of follow along with that. New listings we're down about 14, pending we're down about 27, and then closed we're down about 15. So again, all categories we're just kind of going down for the winter time. So that's all right. Pretty normal. So
sweet deal. Well,
yeah.
We'll see you next week.